Chances are you have heard that mortgage rates are really low. So low, in fact, that they dropped to a record number earlier this year. So what does that mean to you, and just how low are they? Brogan Kimmerly, Vice President, Senior Loan Officer with Nova Home Loans here in Tucson, is joining us to tell us. Good morning, Brogan.
Morning, Heather.
Good to have you here. So we know mortgage rates have been low for a pretty good amount of time. So what are people doing with the rates this low?
Yeah, people are really just bettering their financial positions, which it's been such a cool thing to see and really a blessing to be a part of. So we've got people doing a plethora of different refinances. First, you'll see a lot of individuals just doing simple rate and term refis. So that's just taking their current interest rate and dropping it. So we're seeing also a lot of term reduction refinances. So that's an individual who's currently in a 30-year fix that they, bought that home and have been in that loan for, say, a year, and they're dropping their term to, say, a 20-year fixed. And obviously, as they're paying that loan back in a shorter amount of time with that low interest rate, they're still saving money. So, they'd be saving or shaving 9 months or 9 years off of their term and still saving money. That's a big type of refi that we're seeing. I think the coolest and the biggest refi type, if you will, that puts a smile on my face is the cash out example that I'm seeing people really utilize the equity in their house to do a lot of cool different things with. So I've got a gal who we just closed last week. We did her loan in 2018. We're getting her a repeat client incentive for all of our past clients. But with that, we're dropping her interest rate by 1.5%. She's going to take $50,000 equity out of her cash for cash into her pocket. And with that 50 grand, she's going to take 20 of that. She's going to fix up her house. And then with the other $30,000, she's going to pay off all of her debt. So this individual, through this refi, she's going to be saving about $150 in monthly payments on her mortgage, while fixing up her home and essentially becoming debt-free, aside from her mortgage, which is improving her monthly cash flow by almost $600. So, I mean, those are the main types of refis that people are doing. Obviously, the home purchase, resale, and new build market is definitely on fire, as you've probably seen, and everyone else sitting at home has seen everywhere. So on the flip side, on the purchase side, a lot of people with these low rates are finally being able to qualify, for that dream house that they couldn't qualify for previously because their payment would have been too high in the previous higher interest rate market that we've been in. So a lot of good opportunities to save some money on your refinances, fix up your house, and also get into a new house. So it's been a blessing to see, for sure.
And everybody wants to be in good hands when it comes to making this change. So why use the Dickson team at Nova?
Yeah, well, I think it's definitely a big plus to work with a company who's been headquartered in this community for 40 years and is just down the street from you. The Dickson team, obviously, we've been here for about 25 years. In our office, and our team, we've got about 10 individuals who are all in-house. So all the services that we provide and everything that goes into obtaining a mortgage, that all happens within, a baseball throw away from my office right now. So if I've got, an issue on a loan file, I can just go to my underwriter who's just down the hall and, put our creative thinking caps on and really come to a solution on that file and solve that problem proactively versus in a different scenario, or with maybe like an online lender type, I would be, calling that underwriter who's in like a Kansas City or something like that, someone who I've never met before, and kind of going about it that way. So I definitely think that's a big plus. The other benefit of having, a team such as we is you're really not going to get voicemail. You're always going to be able to speak with somebody, which I think is definitely a valuable thing in this hot market that we're in. If there's a pre-qual that needs to be submitted and it's 10 o'clock at night, if I don't answer, which I will, someone on our team will, which is definitely huge. Another benefit of working with our team, Heather, I think, is kind of the pipeline management aspect that we have. I see and I hear a lot of horror stories, if you will, of people who they're going and they're looking to purchase their first home, and that's obviously a big and emotional experience for them, but they're simply not getting a call back from their lender, just being that a lot of these lenders, I think, are really prioritizing and putting the refinance, because it's right in front of them, above the purchase. We've always built our business on the purchase, and the realtor and our trusted referral partners have always been the cornerstone of our business. And regardless the market, regardless how low rates go and how many refinance opportunities are out there, we're always going to balance that with our current purchase business. So I think that those are the big main things of working with a local real estate team or mortgage team who's been tried and true for 25 years in our community.
Oh, nobody can disagree with that. Being able to pick up the phone and get you directly is everything. Brogan, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Heather, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me on. Look forward to getting in the studio with you soon.
I agree with that. That sounds good. Stay safe. Thanks, Brogan. And right now, the Dickson Team will cover $500 off of closing costs for any Morning Blend viewer looking to purchase or refinance. For more information, you can head over to lancedickson.com, or you can simply pick up the phone and call them at 520-750-8888.